Let's hope that it's not the Mighty Ducks of Disability. But as I think about it, I kind of want it to be, because in that way, we'll at least get about three or four sequels.
Welcome to Disability Clinic, where healthcare does self-care. I'm Dr. Stephanie Van, your host. I'm a Vietnamese woman with long black hair, wearing a navy t-shirt that says caption your videos, sitting in front of a blank white background. Joining me today is co-host and producer Ajani AJ Murray. Welcome back to the show, AJ.
Hi, thank you, Stephanie. I am an African-American male sitting in my power wheelchair. I'm in my room with blue walls, and I have a navy blue shirt on with some silvery square designs all over it.
Today, we're going to watch a trailer for a movie that AJ and I have not seen before. It's called Champions. So if you're like us and you haven't heard of Champions, here's what it says on the IMDb page. A former minor league basketball coach is ordered by the court to manage a team of players with intellectual disabilities. He soon realizes that despite his doubts, together, this team can go further than they ever imagined. Champions 2023, starring Woody Harrelson, Ernie Hudson, Cheech Martin, Matt Cook, Caitlin Olsen, Madison Tevlin, Joshua Felder, Kevin Iannucci, and more.
I didn't know Ernie Hudson, a.k.a. Winston Zedmore, was in the movie. I love Ernie Hudson.
Playtime's over. Let's toast this muffin.
And Woody Harrelson. Been watching him since Cheers.
I think in my next life, I'd like to come back as the president of France.
Why is that what?
Well, I think it'd attract a lot of business to the bar.
Shout out to my friend Sean Ski for bringing it to us. My friend Sean was saying that, as far as he knows, the actors are really disabled.
Yeah, it looks like there's some authentic representation in the cast here, and that's pretty exciting. Let's watch this trailer.
Remember Marcus Markovich?
You gotta make that!
Well, he got fired.
Marcus, get off the court.
Oh! That wasn't nice. Nothing but bad news for the Iowa Stallions.
What an idiot.
Mr. Markovich, I will offer you community service. Coaching adults with intellectual disabilities.
Your Honor, we're talking Whoa. No boo-boo words.
Okay, fellas, we're gonna do a simple ball handling exercise.
My girlfriend loves this.
It's impossible to coach these guys.
You don't have to turn them into the Lakers. They just need to feel like a team.
We're gonna need some help.
You're getting a player off the injured list. Welcome to the team, Constantina. What's with the boogie board?
You do you, I do me, okay? Where do you got this guy?
He just showed up one day.
This is my sister, Alex. You want to do couple karaoke with us?
I don't like
I
karaoke.
get knocked down.
Then I get up again.
You're never gonna keep me down.
You know the game better than anybody.
You gotta defend over here.
You got to learn to build relationships.
I'm new to all this.
Yeah, can tell.
Hey, we got next.
Don't make me say it. Make you say what? That's a boo-boo word.
We got next.
Coach, this doesn't feel right.
I should be coaching in the NBA.
Well, you never know where things could lead.
No doubt.
You can get this team to the Special Olympics finals. You might be ready to be back in the NBA.
We've been following your incredible story, Coach. Marcus is just one win away from qualifying for the regional tournament.
I don't know if you're brave or crazy.
Give me a hug, coach.
But I know this is your shot at being champions.
Girlfriend problems?
That was fun.
You were passable.
I don't have a girlfriend.
Makes sense.
Oh, what, am I that bad looking?
You know McConaughey.
Okay, so first off, I want to start off with the positives. Like I said, Woody Harrelson, Ernie Hudson, the rest of the actors look great. Seem very talented and very funny. It really looks like it's going to be like a nice, fun, cute indie film. The thing that kind of jumps out at me is one of those things where it's a story that I've seen before. I'm getting a Mighty Ducks, Bad News Bears vibe.
I'm gonna let you get your booty out of here before we be using your eyeballs as hockey pucks.
Back to the stands before I shave off half your mustache and shove it up your left nostril.
There's this other movie with Ben Affleck where he's drunk and he has to coach this like basketball.
They don't know what it's like to get knocked down, to have to get back up again. They don't know what it is to fight.
I've seen that story so many times, and so the make or break for me is gonna be like, where is this story gonna differ from film archetypes that we've seen before? It looks really funny. It's a solid trailer. I can already tell that I'm gonna really love the actors, but I've seen this story, I've seen this narrative 1,000 times.
Some damaged man has to face consequences for his actions, and so he must begrudgingly help a team of disadvantaged athletes.
Yeah, and again, I want to be really positive, and obviously, I'm gonna watch the film. It's an ensemble comedy, and it's about disability. But the make or break for me is like, how is it gonna be different? I can kind of tell where it's gonna go. Like you said, a guy begrudgingly has to take this on because his butt got in trouble. And guess what? At the end, he's gonna get a shot to go back to the NBA. You know what? I'm not gonna take it. I have a job. He's going to say that corny line, but you know what? I want to be positive. Let's see.
He's going to be like, I already work with professional athletes.
Yeah, and then it's going to be that music. It's going to be like, yay!
So what you're saying is that this type of story, one, is not very original. That's fair. And two, it's predictable. And three, there's this component of like inspiration porn of like, wow, like this man changed for the better because he got to know people who are different from him. I agree that we should focus on the positives because this is great representation. Like it seems like each of the characters on the team, each actor seems to be portrayed authentically by someone in the disability community or representing different abilities. And there was humor. So like they had personalities. They were clearly like characters, as well as this team that helps this protagonist coach like ascend or whatever, or change his life. But I thought there was a little tokenization too. But even good movies have tokenization. Like when the girl who like shows up on the team with the boogie board, her entrance kind of reminded me of, in Space Jam when Lola or that girl bunny like comes onto the court.
I'd like to try out for the team.
You want to play a little one-on-one, doll?
Doll?
Ooh, heat hot.
Oh, yeah.
That's what that reminds me of. She's like the token, like, cool chick.
The one thing I'm looking for is how is this story going to differ from the redemption sports story before? But I'm very intrigued to find out.
I have a feeling that the story arc is not going to be surprising, but I think what might be surprising is the authentic portrayal of athletes with disabilities. They still might get a little caricature, they still might get a little objectified, but I liked seeing even small, quick moments in the trailer of like their quips and like their humor and their personality. So I hope that what this movie does better than previous movies like it is show that personality, that humanity. I also noticed a lot of whiteness, like nothing wrong with whiteness, but like it seemed like most of the cast and the main roles were Caucasian or white. Nothing wrong with that. When a majority kind of dominates, it makes the minorities feel a little more tokenized than they probably want to be or intended it to be.
But at least it's not just one, like you said, it's not just Honey Hudson, it's also the great Cheech Marin of the great Cheech and Chong. I love Cheech Marin as well. Anything that Cheech Marin is on because he's so funny. He's a great actor who has a lot of heart. He can bring a lot of deftness to it as well.
Do you think other people in the disability community are like looking forward to seeing this? Are there mixed feelings or do they not know about it yet?
I think the thing that may be hard about this film is like there might not be anything known about it. I've seen like some films with disability and where it's like I may see it one time and then never heard about it again as far as the trailer. Mm-hmm. This is the first time I've heard about this movie. The reason why I wanted to bring this is to get people talking about it and to make people aware because I wasn't even aware, and I'm a man who looks at movies and trailers and entertainment news every day.
Yeah, it's hard for movies like this even to kind of come to the surface of like mainstream culture. It seems kind of niche. You know, I don't think it's a super popular like blockbuster type of movie. That obviously limits its reach and its influence, even though we're recognizing that it's an important piece of representation. You know, those are some big names in there. This is a feature film.
Focus Films is a great distributor. They're a popular distributor, so I'm very excited for them. And like I said, because I'm a lover of film, I love several members of this cast. I will be checking it out. You know, so
yeah, absolutely.
I just wanted to bring this to you for the channel, for our audience members to check it out and spread the word too, because the more we have eyes on our representation, the more money that it makes it, and the more representation we can have.
And the better it gets.
And that's right, and the better it gets.
It's interesting kind of seeing what's coming up now with disability representation versus even like 5 or 10 years ago. There's some older movies, you know, that still seem modern and new. Like 5 or 10 years ago is not that long ago.
Yeah.
But there's certain pieces of representation that like clearly missed the mark in hindsight, but I'm sure at the time looked really like groundbreaking or revolutionary. Have you ever seen that movie called The Accountant with Ben Affleck and Anna Kendrick?
I'm Dana Cummings. You're the consultant, Mr. Wolf. I first noticed the missing money.
Yes, I understand. I'll find it.
I can answer any questions that you have.
I have no questions.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I won't spoil anything for you. I'll just give you the premise. Ben Affleck plays an autistic accountant, and he's just involved with some bad people, and there's this whole kind of like heist manhunt situation. It's an exciting, thrilling movie, but it's really interesting that they have an able-bodied, you know, as far as I know, not autistic actor portraying an autistic character. The character kind of like uses his autistic traits, like his mathematical savvy, to like, you know, do what he does as the character, and it drives the plot. And it's kind of that like superhero trope of like, wow, someone with special abilities. There's a nonverbal character. They talk about trauma. Like there's important themes there, but all in all, the representation just made me uncomfortable watching it back because it's, I don't know, I feel like it's very stereotyped.
See, I wish that I saw the film because I heard some things about it though, and I was just like, I don't know about that. And then also, you have to be careful because people think they have approval because it did get its like at the end of the movie. I know that there's a credits of like apparently it was approved by the National Autism Foundation. To my mind, like that doesn't, like I don't have autism, so maybe I'm out of turn for speaking like this, so don't cancel me out there. But to my mind, just because an organization approves, that don't mean that it's good.
It does not mean it's good. It does not mean it's authentic. And they use puzzle pieces. You know how Autism Speaks used like the puzzle piece imagery early on in the movement, and now the autism community is very adamantly like, that is not how we want to be represented. We're not a puzzle to solve. We don't need to be fixed or put together. Like this is just who we are. We are neurodivergent. So like that's much more the culture, but this movie from not that long ago is using these like outdated, not widely accepted tropes.
Yeah, don't even get me started on Autism Speaks. The ironic thing about it was called Nobody of like autism representation, like in leadership position.
I believe that. There's many people with autism who do not speak. And one of the big points of autism understanding is that there's many nonverbal forms of communication that we need to appreciate.
Yes. I was at an event where they spoke about autism and they talked about like stabbing it in the heart and like all these things. But there was absolutely nobody with autism who spoke at that event that day. And I don't know, like that just seems something seems very wrong about that to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because there's plenty of people with autism that can speak for themselves and do speak for themselves and are very strong advocates in their work, and they have leadership positions. That needs to be represented.
Absolutely. 100%. Well, thank you so much for like introducing this trailer to me, this movie. I was not aware of it.
If you like watching that trailer with us, hit that like button and subscribe to Disability Clinic.
Thank you so much for watching, listening, and learning.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, so.
I also loved him in, I think, was he in Miss Congeniality?
Yeah, he was in Miss Congeniality.
I loved him in that.
He's right behind me, isn't he?
Not really my color, is it?